Dogs' coat patterns are unique to each dog. Every dog has a unique coat pattern, even among purebreds. These patterns are determined by a combination of genes that control the placement and color of each hair on a dog's body. One of the main genes responsible is called the agouti gene, which affects the distribution of colors and markings. Even in breeds with standardized colors, like Dalmatians with their spots, the exact placement and pattern are different on each dog, almost like a fingerprint. These patterns are so distinctive that some studies are exploring how coat pattern recognition could be used as an identifier for lost dogs. A day on Mercury is longer than its year. Mercury's movement is highly unusual compared to Earth. It takes Mercury only 88 Earth days to complete one orbit around the Sun, meaning its year is just 88 Earth days long. However, its rotation on its axis, or one full spin, takes 59 Earth days. To make things even more fascinating, a single solar day on Mercury, the time it takes for the Sun to appear in the same position in the sky again, lasts 176 Earth days. This means a day on Mercury is more than twice as long as its year. This strange relationship between Mercury's day and year happens because of a phenomenon called tidal locking. Mercury is in a 3-to-2 spin-orbit resonance with the Sun, meaning it rotates 3 times for every 2 orbits around the Sun. This is due to the Sun's immense gravitational pull, which affects Mercury's rotation over millions of years, locking it into this unique rhythm. To put this into perspective, imagine standing on Mercury's surface. You would experience a sunrise, but you would have to wait an entire Mercurian year for the sun to set, and another year for it to rise again. This creates a world where days feel eternal, with one side of the planet bathed in sunlight for months, and the other in darkness for an equally long time. Compared to Earth, where a day is just 24 hours long and independent of its year, Mercury's timekeeping feels alien and almost paradoxical. Elephants are emotional animals. Elephants display a wide range of emotions, including grief, joy, and compassion. They mourn the death of herd members by touching bones and remaining near the site for extended periods. Elephants also show excitement and celebrate the birth of calves, gathering around the newborn with vocalizations and physical contact. Compared to other animals, dogs are known for their affectionate displays toward humans, but mourning behavior is rare. Chimpanzees and dolphins exhibit similar behaviors to elephants, such as staying with dying or dead individuals, but elephants' ritualistic actions, like handling bones, are uniquely complex. Their emotional depth highlights the sophistication of their social bonds. The Old Man of the Lake in Crater Lake, Oregon. Crater Lake, located in Oregon, was formed about 7,700 years ago after the massive eruption of Mount Mazama. It is one of the deepest lakes in the United States, reaching a depth of approximately 594 meters, and is renowned for its crystal clear water. Floating in this lake is a peculiar tree trunk known as the Old Man of the Lake, which has been standing upright and drifting on the water for over 100 years. The tree trunk is about 9 meters long, and its remarkable stability is attributed to its waterlogged base, which acts as a natural anchor. While scientists have examined it, the reasons behind its long-lasting buoyancy remain partially mysterious. Local folklore claims the old man can predict weather patterns, adding an air of mystique to its presence. When compared to other lakes around the world, Crater Lake stands out for its pristine environment, as strict conservation efforts have limited human interference. This may explain why unique phenomena like the Old Man of the Lake persist. The massive migration journey of tuna are renowned as migratory fish, traveling distances that can span the circumference of the Earth multiple times over a lifetime. For instance, Atlantic bluefin tuna migrate from the western Atlantic near North America to the Mediterranean Sea, covering a round trip of approximately 8,000 kilometers. These migrations are driven by the search for food and spawning grounds. Comparison with other migratory fish. While salmon are also known for their migrations, they typically travel only a few hundred to a few thousand kilometers between rivers and the ocean. Tuna, however, navigate vast open oceans, with some individuals traveling tens of thousands of kilometers. Advanced navigational abilities. Tuna are believed to use the sun's position and Earth's magnetic field to navigate across vast distances. This ability is similar to the navigation systems of sea turtles and pigeons, although the mechanisms behind tuna's precision are still not fully understood. For example, Japanese researchers have tracked bluefin tuna born in the waters near Japan, traveling across the Pacific to the waters off California, only to return years later to their birthplace. Such epic journeys demonstrate their unmatched navigational and endurance capabilities. Nutritional benefits and health effects of tomatoes. Tomatoes are packed with essential nutrients and provide numerous health benefits. Some of the key nutrients found in tomatoes include vitamin C, supports immune health, helps prevent colds, and contributes to skin health. Potassium helps maintain heart health and regulates blood pressure. Vitamin K plays a role in bone health and blood clotting. Folate, essential for cell growth and development, especially important for pregnant women. In addition to these, tomatoes are rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant. Research has shown that consuming lycopene-rich foods can reduce the risk of prostate cancer and heart disease. Night vision and its mechanisms. Cats are known for their excellent night vision, which is about 6 times better than humans. This ability is due to a reflective layer behind their retinas called the tapetum lucidum, which amplifies low light by reflecting it back through their eyes. Their vertically slit pupils allow for rapid adjustments to light intensity, making their vision equally effective in dim conditions and bright daylight. This adaptation was essential for their survival as crepuscular hunters. Why goal nets were introduced. Goal nets became a standard part of soccer in 1891. Before their adoption, disputes about whether the ball had actually crossed the goal line were common, often leading to heated arguments between players, referees, and spectators. In some cases, disagreements over goals even escalated into physical altercations. John Alexander Brodie, an English inventor, proposed the use of goal nets to solve this problem. The nets provided clear and undeniable proof of a goal, improving the accuracy and fairness of the game. This simple invention revolutionized soccer and remains an essential component of the sport to this day. Night vision and its mechanisms. Cats are known for their excellent night vision, which is about 6 times better than humans. This ability is due to a reflective layer behind their retinas called the tapetum lucidum, which amplifies low light by reflecting it back through their eyes. Their vertically slit pupils allow for rapid adjustments to light intensity, making their vision equally effective in dim conditions and bright daylight. This adaptation was essential for their survival as crepuscular hunters. Cats' exceptional night vision. Cats have evolved to be excellent at seeing in low light, a trait inherited from their nocturnal ancestors. Their eyes contain a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which enhances their night vision by reflecting light back through the retina, improving their ability to see in dim conditions. This adaptation helps cats navigate in the dark while hunting and stalking prey. Their vision is optimized for low-light environments, which is why they are such effective hunters at dawn and dusk when light levels are lower. Tuna's incredible speed and stamina. Tuna are among the fastest swimmers in the ocean, with species like yellowfin tuna and bluefin tuna capable of reaching speeds over 70 kilometers per hour. This incredible speed is enabled by several unique adaptations. Streamlined body shape. Tuna have sleek, torpedo-like bodies that minimize water resistance. Their crescent-shaped tails generate powerful propulsion, making them even faster than sharks or dolphins in some scenarios. Specialized muscle structure tuna have highly developed red muscle, which is rich in oxygen-storing myoglobin. This allows them to swim long distances without tiring, in contrast to most fish, which rely more on white muscle for short bursts of speed. Countercurrent heat exchange system. Unlike most fish, tuna can maintain their body temperature above that of the surrounding water, thanks to a unique circulatory system. This keeps their muscles warm and efficient, enabling sustained, high-speed swimming even in cold waters. For example, Atlantic bluefin tuna have been observed breaching the water's surface at incredible speeds while chasing prey like sardines. Their movements are so rapid that they can rival the speed of seabirds diving for the same fish. Elephants consume large amounts of food and water. Daily elephants require around 150 kilograms of food and over 50 liters of water every day. They spend the majority of their day eating grass, leaves, and fruits due to their low digestion efficiency, which necessitates consuming large quantities to meet their energy needs. Compared to other animals, cattle eat around 25 kilograms of grass daily, far less than elephants. Camels can survive without water for days, while elephants need constant access to water. This massive consumption means elephants can only thrive in habitats with abundant resources, making them key influencers of their ecosystems. Certain breeds are natural talkers. While most dogs bark or whine, some breeds, such as Siberian Huskies and Alaskan Malamutes, are known for making sounds that resemble human speech. Huskies, in particular, produce a variety of sounds that many owners describe as talking, which includes howls, groans, and even sounds that mimic words. This vocal behavior likely developed as a way for these breeds to communicate within packs in the Arctic, where they would howl and talk to communicate over long distances. This talkative trait makes them particularly charming, but can also be a challenge for owners looking for a quieter dog. Dogs are able to tell how we're feeling by our scent. Dogs can pick up on our emotions not only by reading facial expressions and body language, but also by detecting changes in our scent. When we're happy, stressed, or anxious, we emit different chemical signals, which dogs can smell. This is why dogs often comfort people who are sad or stressed. They're actually responding to changes in our scent, which signals to them that something is different about us. The secret of the 0-mile markers on U.S. highways. Major U.S. cities often have a 0-mile marker, a special point that serves as the starting reference for all roads in that area. The most famous example is the 0 milestone in Washington, D.C., established in the 1800s as the official starting point for U.S. highways. This marker still stands on the National Mall today. Similar 0 markers exist in other cities, serving as historic landmarks that highlight the development of the country's road networks and the role of transportation in urban growth. Tuna's thermoregulation abilities. Unlike most fish, tuna can maintain their body temperature higher than the surrounding water, a trait known as endothermy. Mechanism for maintaining body heat. Tuna's circulatory system uses a countercurrent heat exchange mechanism. As cooler blood from the gills flows back into the body, it exchanges heat with warmer blood flowing outward. This system helps retain body heat, allowing their muscles and organs to function efficiently even in cold waters. Behavior in cold waters. Thanks to this ability, bluefin tuna can thrive in colder regions, such as near the Arctic. While other fish slow down in low temperatures, tuna remain active, swimming at high speeds and continuing to hunt effectively. For example, tuna caught off the Sanriku coast in Japan, a cold water region, are particularly prized for their rich fatty meat, a direct result of their thermoregulation abilities. The U.S. technically had two Independence Days. While Independence Day is celebrated on July 4th, the actual decision to declare independence was made on July 2nd, 1776. On this day, the Continental Congress voted to approve a resolution declaring the colonies independent from Britain. John Adams believed July 2nd should be celebrated as Independence Day. However, the Declaration of Independence, the document that formalized this decision, was adopted on July 4th, which is why this date became the official holiday. Interestingly, the signing of the Declaration did not happen all at once. It took place over several weeks and months. A fascinating coincidence is that two founding fathers, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, both passed away on July 4th, 1826, exactly 50 years after the adoption of the Declaration of Independence. This event added a profound symbolic meaning to the date, solidifying its place in American history. The function of a cat's tongue and papillae. A cat's tongue is covered in tiny backward-facing spines called papillae, made of keratin, the same protein found in human nails. These spines help cats scrape meat off bones and thoroughly groom their fur by catching loose hair and dirt. Additionally, the papillae stimulate their skin, promoting blood circulation and maintaining their coat's health. However, these same spines can lead to hairballs when cats ingest fur while grooming, which is why regular brushing by owners is essential. Elephants can detect earthquakes through their feet. Elephants' feet have specialized sensory receptors that allow them to detect ground vibrations, including distant earthquakes or thunder. This ability helps them anticipate and avoid danger, compared to animals like kangaroos, which are also sensitive to vibrations. Elephants' precision in detecting and responding to seismic activity is exceptional. Elephants are skilled swimmers. Despite their size, elephants are excellent swimmers. They can cross rivers and lakes using their trunks as snorkels to breathe underwater. Elephants are known to swim long distances, sometimes between islands, demonstrating their strength and adaptability in aquatic environments. In comparison, horses can swim but are limited by their inability to keep their heads above water for extended periods. Aquatic mammals like seals and hippos excel in water but lack the same level of land adaptability as elephants. Elephants' ability to navigate both land and water effectively is a rare and remarkable trait. The goal affected by wind speed. In 1993, during a match, a strong wind significantly impacted the result of a goal. The wind reached speeds of up to 80 km/h, and the ball, kicked from a distance, was unexpectedly pushed toward the goal, changing its trajectory dramatically. The shot was initially within reach of the goalkeeper, but the wind carried it off course and into the net. Both spectators and players were stunned by this unusual goal, and after the match, the influence of wind on the game became a hot topic. This incident highlighted how weather conditions, particularly wind, can have a significant impact on soccer matches, prompting greater attention to environmental factors in future games. U.S. states have unique official drinks. Each U.S. state has its own official drink, reflecting its culture and history. For example, Wisconsin's official drink is milk, symbolizing the state's prominence in dairy production. Kentucky's official drink is bourbon whiskey, showcasing its fame as a key bourbon producer. Florida's official drink is orange juice, highlighting its major citrus-growing industry. These official drinks serve as a fascinating representation of each state's identity and economy, illustrating the diversity of America's regional specialties. Dogs may use the Earth's magnetic field for navigation. Recent studies suggest that dogs might have a magnetic sense that helps them align their bodies with the Earth's magnetic field. Researchers observed that dogs often align their bodies north-south when performing tasks like sniffing or defecating, and they believe this alignment may help with orientation. Some scientists think this magnetic sense, known as magnetoreception, could help dogs navigate over long distances or find their way home from unfamiliar locations. This magnetic alignment might also explain how some lost dogs manage to travel great distances to reunite with their owners. Playing soccer at high altitudes. Playing soccer at high altitudes presents unique challenges and advantages. In areas with lower atmospheric pressure, such as Bolivia's Estadio Hernando Siles in La Paz, located over 3,600 meters above sea level, the thin air allows the ball to travel up to 10% farther than it would at sea level. This phenomenon gives home teams a strategic advantage, as they are more accustomed to the conditions than visiting teams. Bolivia's national team, for instance, has an impressive record in high-altitude matches. At one point, FIFA attempted to ban matches at extremely high altitudes due to concerns about players' health, but the decision faced strong opposition from local teams and fans, leading to the ban's reversal. Kicking a soccer ball on the moon. During NASA's Apollo missions, astronauts conducted simulations to observe how a soccer ball would behave on the moon. Due to the moon's gravity being only 1/6 that of Earth, the trajectory and distance of the ball were vastly different from what we experience on Earth. Calculations suggest that a soccer ball kicked on the moon could travel 6 times farther than it would on Earth. Although this was not an official soccer-related experiment, it was part of broader research into the physics of objects in low-gravity environments. The idea of playing soccer in space has since captured the imagination of many as a futuristic possibility. Cat's vision and color perception. A cat's field of view spans approximately 200 degrees, offering an advantage for spotting movement. While their eyesight is slightly nearsighted compared to humans, their ability to detect motion is highly developed. Cats can see shades of blue and yellow, but struggle to distinguish red and green. This color limitation stems from their evolutionary need to focus on motion and contrast rather than a wide color spectrum. Why tomatoes change color. Tomatoes change color as they ripen due to a compound called lycopene, which is responsible for the red color. Lycopene is a natural antioxidant that increases as the tomato matures. It has several health benefits, including reducing the risk of heart disease and certain types of cancer. On the other hand, unripe tomatoes are green because of chlorophyll, the green pigment in plants. As the tomato ripens, the chlorophyll breaks down and lycopene production increases, turning the tomato red. Cats recognize their owner's voice. Studies have shown that cats can distinguish their owner's voice from others and react more attentively to it. For example, they might move their ears or head towards the source of the familiar sound. Unlike dogs, cats do not always respond to commands, but they are highly sensitive to tone and emotion in their owner's voice. This ability likely evolved from years of cohabiting with humans, helping cats communicate and bond more effectively. The story of soccer, stopping a war. In 1969, a legendary story emerged about how soccer temporarily halted a war. During the Nigerian Civil War, also known as the Biafran War, Brazilian soccer icon Pelé and his team, Santos FC, visited Nigeria for a friendly match. Remarkably, a ceasefire was arranged so that both sides of the conflict could attend the game. The match, held in Lagos, drew massive crowds and highlighted the unifying power of soccer. Although the ceasefire lasted only a few days, the event is remembered as a testament to the influence soccer can have on society and international relations. The story of Pelé's match continues to inspire discussions about the role of sports in promoting peace. The most memorable comeback in soccer history. One of the greatest comebacks in soccer history occurred during the 2005 UEFA Champions League final between Liverpool and AC Milan. At halftime, Liverpool was trailing 3-0, and many fans believed the match was already lost. However, Liverpool staged an incredible second-half recovery, scoring 3 goals to tie the game. The match went into extra time and eventually a penalty shootout where Liverpool emerged victorious. Dubbed the Miracle of Istanbul, this game is celebrated as a testament to resilience, determination, and the unpredictable nature of soccer. Origin and history of tomatoes. Tomatoes are native to the Andes Mountains in South America, where they were cultivated by ancient civilizations like the Incas, primarily as ornamental and medicinal plants. The name tomato comes from the word tomatal, which in the local language referred to small, gold-colored fruit. Tomatoes were brought to Europe in the 16th century by Spanish conquistadors. Initially, they were grown for ornamental purposes, but by the late 17th century, they began to be used in cooking, particularly in Italian cuisine. Over time, tomatoes became a staple in many cuisines worldwide, especially in Mediterranean dishes. The first evidence of a human-dog burial dates back 14,000 years. The oldest known grave of a human and a dog buried together was found in Germany and dates back roughly 14,000 years. In this grave, a human was buried with a young dog, showing a deep bond between humans and dogs, even at that early time. This burial, as well as others found across Europe and the Middle East, suggests that early humans not only valued dogs, but also saw them as companions deserving of special treatment in death, reflecting a significant emotional connection. Elephants are playful animals. Elephants enjoy play, not only as calves but also as adults. They are often seen splashing in water, tossing branches, or playing with rocks. This playful behavior reflects their high intelligence and emotional richness. In comparison, dolphins and parrots also engage in play, but elephants' large size and physical strength allow for bold and unique types of play. Play is also a critical way for elephants to strengthen social bonds within their herd. Mercury's surface shows evidence of ancient volcanic activity. Mercury's surface contains numerous features that indicate a history of intense volcanic activity. Observations from NASA's Messenger spacecraft revealed vast lava plains and volcanic craters, suggesting that the planet's interior was once very active. One of the most fascinating areas is the Caloris Basin, one of the largest impact craters in the solar system. Surrounding this basin are extensive lava plains, believed to have formed when the energy from the impact heated Mercury's interior, causing massive amounts of lava to erupt onto the surface. This volcanic activity peaked around 3.5 billion years ago and gradually subsided over time. These findings provide valuable insights when compared to the volcanic history of other celestial bodies, such as Mars or the Moon. For example, Mars has massive volcanoes like Olympus Mons, which are localized features, while Mercury's volcanic activity is characterized by widespread lava flows, highlighting differences in planetary evolution. Elephants help regenerate plants. Elephants contribute to the ecosystem by dispersing seeds over large areas, aiding in the regeneration of plants. Their dung contains many undigested seeds, which serve as fertile soil for new growth. While birds and small mammals also spread seeds, elephants' ability to transport seeds over vast distances and in large quantities is unmatched. Mercury has ice in its shadowed craters. It may come as a surprise, but Mercury, the planet closest to the Sun, harbors ice in some of its craters. This ice is located in regions near the planet's poles, specifically in craters that are permanently shadowed. These craters are so deep and positioned in such a way that sunlight never reaches their floors. This allows temperatures in these areas to remain cold enough to preserve ice, even though the rest of Mercury can reach blazing temperatures during the day. This discovery was made by NASA's Messenger spacecraft, which confirmed the presence of water ice in these craters. Scientists believe that the ice likely came from comets or asteroids that impacted Mercury in the past, delivering water to the planet. Over time, The water accumulated in these permanently shadowed regions, where it could remain frozen. The existence of ice on Mercury challenges the common perception of the planet as a purely hot, barren world. It also has implications for our understanding of water distribution in the solar system. Similar ice deposits have been found in shadowed craters on the Moon, suggesting that these harsh environments could serve as reservoirs of water, even on planets and moons that seem otherwise inhospitable. This finding has also sparked interest in whether such water resources could one day be utilized for exploration. Dogs played vital roles in World War I and II. In both World Wars, dogs were employed in various roles to assist soldiers and save lives. During World War I, dogs served as messengers, delivering critical messages across battlefields. Red Cross dogs were trained to find wounded soldiers and carry medical supplies, while other dogs were trained to detect enemy forces and guard posts. By World War II, dogs were officially recognized as part of the military effort, used for tasks ranging from mine detection to patrolling. Their service was so valued that many war dogs were honored with medals for bravery and dedication, highlighting their role as true heroes in times of crisis. Dogs' eyes have a reflective layer that improves night vision. Dogs are excellent at seeing in low light conditions thanks to a special reflective layer in their eyes called the tapetum lucidum. This layer acts like a mirror, bouncing light back through the retina and giving dogs an extra boost in dim lighting. It's also what causes their eyes to appear to glow at night or in photos. This feature likely developed from their wild ancestors who needed to hunt and stay safe during nighttime hours. Why cats lick humans? When a cat licks its owner, it's often a sign of affection and bonding. This behavior mimics how mother cats groom their kittens. By licking, a cat may also be marking you with its scent to reinforce its sense of ownership. However, excessive licking could signal stress or health issues, so it's worth monitoring if the behavior seems unusual. Dogs can see with their noses. Dogs' sense of smell is so powerful that they can create a mental map of their surroundings based on scent. Each sniff they take brings in a complex array of smells that provide detailed information about their environment, such as the presence of other animals, people, or food. In a way, dogs use their noses like we use our eyes, piecing together a mental picture of where they are and what's around them. This smell map allows dogs to navigate even in areas where they have limited visibility. Mercury's core is abnormally large. Mercury's core is thought to make up about 85% of the planet's total volume, which is significantly larger in proportion compared to other rocky planets like Earth or Mars. This core is primarily composed of iron, surrounded by an extremely thin mantle and crust. Unlike Earth's thick outer layers, Mercury's outer shell is surprisingly slim. Scientists have proposed several theories to explain Mercury's massive core. One theory suggests that Mercury was originally a much larger planet, but a catastrophic collision with another celestial body stripped away most of its outer layers, leaving behind its dense iron core. Another theory is that Mercury formed very close to the Sun, where intense heat caused lighter materials to evaporate, leaving only heavy elements like iron at the center. The large core is also key to understanding Mercury's magnetic field. Despite being a small planet, Mercury has a magnetic field generated by the movement of liquid in its outer core, a process known as the dynamo effect. Although Mercury's magnetic field is about 1% as strong as Earth's, it is remarkable that a planet so close to the Sun can maintain this feature, making it unique among the inner planets. Why cats love to hide. Cats' love for hiding in small spaces or dark areas stems from their survival instincts. In the wild, hiding helps protect them from predators and allows them to ambush prey. Even domestic cats retain this behavior, often seeking out closets, boxes, or under furniture to feel secure. Hiding not only provides comfort, but also helps reduce stress in unfamiliar or overwhelming environments. The busiest post office in the world is at the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C. The Smithsonian Museum houses an operational post office known as the busiest in the world. Tourists can send souvenirs and postcards directly from the museum, resulting in millions of mail items being processed annually. The post office offers special Smithsonian exclusive stamps, providing visitors with a unique and memorable experience. For the U.S. Postal Service, this post office represents an innovative integration of tourism and public services. Overfishing and international conservation challenges. The high demand for tuna has led to overfishing, threatening the survival of certain species and raising global conservation concerns. Endangered tuna species. Some tuna species, such as bluefin tuna and yellowfin tuna, are listed on the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, Red List, signaling the need for urgent protection. Global conservation efforts. Organizations like the International Commission for the Conservation of Atlantic Tunas, ICCAT, and the Western and Central Pacific Fisheries Commission, WCPFC, have implemented measures such as fishing quotas and seasonal bans to manage tuna populations sustainably. For example, international collaborations now use electronic tagging systems to track tuna migration patterns, providing valuable data to improve conservation policies. Cats cannot taste sweetness. Cats lack the taste receptors needed to perceive sweetness. This is due to their evolution as obligate carnivores, where meat forms the core of their diet, leaving no need for a sweet tooth. Instead, cats are highly sensitive to bitter and umami tastes, which help them detect spoiled food or toxins. This unique taste profile highlights how their dietary needs have shaped their sensory capabilities. The importance of cats' grooming habits. Cats are meticulous groomers, and grooming is not just about cleanliness. Cats' rough tongues are designed to clean their fur effectively, removing dirt and loose hair. Grooming also plays a key role in regulating body temperature, as licking their fur helps cool them down in warmer weather. Additionally, grooming has a social component, as cats may groom each other to strengthen social bonds, particularly between mothers and kittens or among cats in the same household. This act of grooming is also soothing and reduces stress for cats. Hidden animals in the names of U.S. states. Some U.S. state names have connections to animals. One example is California. The name originates from a 16th century Spanish tale about a mythical island called California, ruled by a queen and home to legendary creatures like grizzly bears. Montana, on the other hand, comes from the Latin word mont, meaning mountain, and symbolizes the state's rugged landscapes and wildlife. Many U.S. state names reflect deep ties to nature and animals, showcasing the country's rich environmental and cultural history. Elephants are capable of using tools. Elephants have been observed using tools in the wild, such as using branches to swat away insects or digging holes to store water. These behaviors showcase elephants' high intelligence and problem-solving abilities. In comparison, animals like crows and chimpanzees are also known for tool use. But elephants' usage often involves their size and strength, making their tool use uniquely suited to their physical characteristics. The debate over changing the size of the goalposts. The dimensions of soccer goalposts were standardized in 1863, set at 732 meters wide and 2.44 meters high. However, during the 1980s, there was a proposal to increase the size of the goalposts to encourage more scoring and make matches more exciting. Critics argued that such a change would disadvantage goalkeepers, as the modern game already demands exceptional physical ability from them. Traditionalists also opposed the idea, claiming it would undermine the sport's heritage. Ultimately, the proposal was rejected, and the goalpost dimensions have remained unchanged. This debate highlights the careful consideration required when modifying the rules of a sport with deep-rooted traditions. The square states in the U.S. are not perfect squares. States like Colorado and Wyoming appear as perfect rectangles on maps, but they are not true rectangles. This is because the Earth is a sphere, and lines of latitude and longitude are not perfectly straight. For instance, the northern and southern boundaries of Wyoming are slightly different in length due to the curvature of the Earth. These boundaries were drawn during the 19th century when the U.S. was expanding westward. Surveyors used latitude and longitude lines to create efficient and straightforward borders. As a result, many states in the western U.S. have straight-line boundaries, unlike the eastern states, which often use natural features like rivers and mountains as borders. Modern surveying techniques reveal that these rectangular states are slightly distorted. This reflects the limitations of early surveying methods and the challenges of imposing geometric boundaries on a spherical planet. Dogs are born swimmers, but not all dogs love water. Many dog breeds are natural swimmers due to their heritage as working or hunting dogs who retrieved from water. For instance, breeds like Labradors and Newfoundlands have strong swimming instincts and webbed feet that make them great in the water. However, not all dogs love water, and some, like bulldogs and pugs, have body shapes that make swimming difficult. So while swimming is a natural skill for some dogs, it's not universal, and it's always best to supervise a dog around water. Slow blinking, a sign of trust. When a cat slowly blinks at you, it's a gesture of affection and trust, often called a cat kiss. In the wild, closing their eyes even momentarily can be risky, so this behavior signifies that they feel safe in your presence. You can reciprocate this gesture by slowly blinking back at your cat, which can help strengthen the bond between you. Elephants sleep very little. Elephants sleep only about 2 to 4 hours a day, much less than most large mammals. This is because they need to spend a significant amount of time eating to sustain their massive bodies. For comparison, lions sleep up to 20 hours a day, but elephants prioritize constant movement and feeding, which helps them survive in their natural habitat. Dogs can form friendships with other species. Dogs are known for their social nature, and this extends beyond just humans and other dogs. They can form bonds with various animals, including cats, birds, horses, and even wildlife like ducks or deer. Some dogs develop special relationships with animals they meet frequently, showing signs of playfulness, grooming, and even mutual protection. These cross-species friendships demonstrate dogs' adaptability and empathy, as they're able to interact peacefully with many different animals. Mercury's surface has wrinkle-like faults. Mercury's surface is covered with geological features known as lobate scarps, or long cliff-like faults. These scarps were formed as Mercury's interior cooled and shrank over time. As the planet's volume decreased, the surface cracked and was pushed upward, creating these distinctive landforms. Some of these scarps are several miles high and stretch for hundreds of miles. These features are unique to Mercury and are not seen on other planets, indicating a specific geological history. Additionally, many of these faults appear to be relatively young, suggesting that Mercury is still slowly cooling and shrinking even today. NASA's Messenger spacecraft captured detailed images of these scarps, providing valuable insights into Mercury's geological history. These wrinkle-like formations are a fascinating glimpse into how the planet has evolved differently from Earth or Mars, showcasing the dynamic processes that continue to shape Mercury. The fatigue and reaction time after an extended match. In 1979, two teams played an extended match that ended in a draw, and they were required to play again after a few hours of rest. The players were physically exhausted from the long duration of play, and their reaction time slowed during the second game. The spectators could see the effects of fatigue on the players, making the match feel less intense. This event emphasized the importance of physical fitness and mental preparation in soccer, illustrating how even elite athletes can be impacted by prolonged physical exertion.